Is it recording? Yes, okay.
All right. Ready? Ready? Go! Go!
Go!
All right. That's the start of the podcast.
First one of 2019.
Very good. It's been a good year so far.
It's only been a month.
All the boys at Pep Boys would agree that it's been a good year.
What are their names? They have names. There's like a lore to Pep Boys.
It's
Is there?
I'm sure it's on the internet.
There's a lore to Pep Boys.
Is there a Pep Boys subreddit?
There is.
Definitely is.
All right.
Yeah.
So how are we starting this podcast? Should it be with the story of me trying to find a guest for this episode?
Well, I think we should introduce ourselves first.
Well,
for our new viewers.
My name, yes, all the new viewers of 2019.
New viewers.
My name is Paul Ippolito. I am debatably the second sexiest person in this room.
Well, we're doing like icebreakers now.
Oh
yeah, I thought we were just saying our names. Well, man.
My favorite Harry Potter spell is the one where you can make an hourglass be filled with different objects other than sand. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
And why is that your favorite?
Because I feel like my whole life I've been looking at hourglasses that are filled with sand, and I like that J.K. Rowling took the initiative to mess with my personal stigma of hourglasses.
How often do you look at hourglasses?
Never.
Right now, he's seeing two hourglasses talking to him on the other side of the room.
So he's just crazy.
Have you ever seen that video about J.K. Rowling where it's a guy dressed as J.K. Rowling and he's like, "Did you know Hagrid is a transgender?"
Yes,
I've seen it.
That's a funny video. I'll link it in the description.
Anyway,
Maybe.
So I'm Nick. There's nothing special about me other than I don't know. I have a really nice scarf that my girlfriend made that I wore to get here. It's
wow, Nick just casually dropping in that he has a girlfriend. Whoop-de-doo.
Well,
that's the only special thing I got. Is
Paulie
is the scarf or the girlfriend?
The scarf.
Damn.
Made by my girlfriend.
Rest in peace.
She's not in this room with us.
Well, she might listen to this podcast and hear that you just called her not special, that you only like her for the material objects she knits you.
I call her not special to her face, too.
All right, well...
I've witnessed this.
And who are you?
My name's Austin, and what Nick said is a lie. He is special. He's a tall skeleton.
So you get it, because I'm tall.
Exactly. When he dies, he will be a tall skeleton.
Wow, that's hilarious, Austin.
I know. It's bone tingling.
You're the... Damn it. That was funny. All right, well, how about I start now with the story of me trying to get a guest to appear on this episode.
Good luck with that.
So I'm at work, and I think to myself, we're recording the podcast after work. It would be great if we could start off the new year with a special somebody extra to add into the mix to say, wow, this year is going to be different. Like, who are these kettle corn popping phantoms? These are not the men I knew,
Kettle corn.
Popping.
Do you guys like kettle corn?
Yeah. But
would you make it?
Yeah.
So then you're kettle corn popping.
But
nothing. Anyway.
Well, it'd be kettle corn popcorn if I'm popping it. What if I just make the kettle corn but I don't pop it?
Anyway, Nick's ridiculous points aside.
Ridiculous he uses.
I contact our friend Andy Gonzalez, and let me tell you, if you are listening to this podcast and you're not an Andy Gonzalez fan, you
need to reevaluate.
Yeah, because
you need a break.
You might not know Andy Gonzalez, but Andy Gonzalez is a lovable oaf.
He's got a nice beard, too.
And he has a great beard. He wears flannel shirts sometimes. Other times he wears sweatshirts.
Really great flannel
He's got
nice flannels.
He's got some great style. He's a friend of ours from day one.
OG.
He introduced me to Austin, and then he did, because you guys were doing laundry together in the dorms.
I do not remember that.
Yeah, and I was like in your room watching like TV with somebody, and Andy and you came up and you were like, "Hey, I'm gonna do laundry." I was like, I like that guy. And then a couple days later, I met Nick because I lost my glasses in the woods.
And we went to find them.
And the four of us, me, you guys, and Andy went to go find my glasses in the woods.
Didn't we recount that story on an episode?
Oh, did we?
I think we did.
Oh, probably.
I mean, we all thought Paulie was going to kill us, but...
Yeah, because you guys were all friends, and I was kind of the outsider.
It was just this guy that lost his glasses.
And then on the way home, I remember on the way back... Like, after I'd gotten my glasses, you guys were talking, and you were like, oh, we're going to go back to Andy's room and play Street Fighter. And, like, I felt really awkward because I wanted to, like, hang out more, but I also didn't want to impose. So I just casually mentioned that I had Smash Bros. In my room.
Oh, yeah.
And then you guys were like, oh, let's go play Smash Bros. Instead. I was like, yes, I have male friends.
Yeah. Like, but I'm not a mailman.
male, as in the gender identification. He, her, he, him pronouns.
Got it.
So what was it about?
This was about the guest. This was about how. Yeah. So I made a group chat with Andy Gonzalez, and he at first he said yes, but then he said, "Oh, I'm really tired, but I'll still do it because that's what a great friend he is." But I thought to myself, I would rather have Andy on at a time when he's at his best.
100%.
Yeah, we wouldn't want 50. You don't want 50% Andy. You want 100% Andy Gonzalez.
Plus ultra.
So Andy was out. But Andy didn't really give me the definitive that he was out until 7:45. And we're recording this at 8:15, so that gave me like 30 minutes to try to find a guest. So the first thing I did was call Yunsuk. That would have been an interesting episode that probably would have had to have many things censored out.
Almost everything, exclusively.
Did we censor out anything in this?
I think we would have had to.
We would have
the first
had
time.
to.
Yeah, I think it would have broken I think it would have broken barriers. And Yunsuk basically said, No. Yeah. Basically just said no. I do want to get him on one day, though. I think that'd be funny. Nice. Then I called Kieran, our friend Kieran, and Kieran said he just got home from work and was too tired, but he was in the same room as Chris and Jake. And Chris said he would do it, but he doesn't know what to talk about. And I said, we'll help you guide the discussion, and he said, no thanks. So clearly he did actually just not want to do it. And I think Jake also just said no thank you. But that's okay. It's a free country. They don't have to be on my podcast. So then I got a little desperate. So then I started contacting people who I don't really talk to every day. So first I called this girl Caroline. The last time I spoke to her was like 2 weeks ago at a birthday party. I called her on Snapchat because I don't have her actual phone number. So she answers, and she's like, hey, Paulie, what's up? And I think she thought something was wrong because she was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. Do you want to be on a podcast? Which probably didn't make her think I was okay. No.
And did she say no?
Well,
I think we have an answer.
I think she was actually intrigued by the invitation. And I think had she not been waiting for her food to get there, she might have said yes.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you should just told her I'll be here.
Does she know you?
Caroline?
Not Foglia. Brock.
Yeah.
Caroline Brock knows you.
Nick knows everyone.
Yeah, Nick's a popular guy. Nick knows everybody. You think that would have swayed her?
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. She said she was starving, and I don't think she can eat you.
She would have brought her food with her. She would have made a sacrifice.
Damn. Well, she said she was waiting for an hour and a half for her food, which is pretty extreme.
That's a big extreme. At that point, she might as well just go there.
Yeah. So she was out, and her roommates were out because they were all waiting for the same food. So then, who did I contact next?
You started knocking on people's doors.
Yeah, I think I contacted a few more boring people in between, but then I got to the apartments where Austin and Nick lived to pick them up, and a bunch of other Arcadia students who were friends that lived there.
Well, so Adrian's not an Arcadia student.
Right. Well, did he want to be on the podcast?
No.
Does he listen to the podcast?
No.
Probably not.
All right. Well, first I just knocked on these two girls' doors who live across the hall from Austin and Nick. They did not answer. Very disappointing. Then I think that was when I kind of lost it. I think a few screws went a little loose.
He literally just
Paulie's darker side in this
Well,
moment.
he literally just runs down the hallway at some point, going, I think I thought of someone. It just runs.
I bolted.
We're like, all right, this isn't a good scenario. A wild man knocking on your door saying, you want to be in a podcast?
Hey, you want to be in a podcast?
Get in my car and come in our podcast.
What's funny was we saw Paulie run down the hall, and we thought, wait a minute, if he's alone, he's going to look crazy, so we might as well.
So we went after him.
So then I went to the abandoned floor of the apartment building.
And went, oh, they don't live here anymore. With the floor that is completely abandoned. There's no one in there.
So then I went, but the floor I was thinking of was downstairs. And I was thinking of this girl named Becca, who's friends with my roommate Deb. But the problem is, I knocked on the door because I knew there was a sign that said Rebecca there. But then Nick pointed out to me, that there are more than one person named Rebecca in the world, and possibly that apartment building. And I realized, I did not confirm that this was the correct Becca.
Not only that, but he yelled "Yo, Rebecca!" as he's knocking on the door.
I yelled, Becca! And so I basically just bolted again.
Because he's this crazy man knocking on a stranger's door. Could be anyone.
Well, we've learned.
So if it was the right Becca, you should have been on this podcast. if it was the wrong Becca,
Should have still been on this podcast, honestly.
yeah, honestly, if I saw like a nice looking man on the street, I would be like, hey sir,
You want to be on our podcast?
would you be interested in being on our? It's good exposure.
We get a lot of views.
Yeah.
We're popular. We're YouTube famous. YouTube Rewind 2019. Let's go.
Zoop. All right. Well, that's the story of why we don't have a guest on this podcast. But you know what? You know what I realized?
Well, we didn't have one last time.
Well,
technically.
the guest.
We had
Amara, but the audio was deleted, and we don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that one.
But I think what I learned is that the guest was the friendships I built with you two on the way.
Can I go now?
The door's right there. I'm right with you in the recording right now.
Just end it. I got the button right here.
All right. Well, that's the story of why we don't have a guest. Nick, what's on your mind these days?
Oh, it's on my mind. Well, I started student teaching.
Oh yeah, how's that going?
It's been going really well. I've been writing lesson plans, teaching students.
How old are the kids you teach?
I teach 10th and 11th grade.
Jesus, so they're like 17.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
One of the 11th graders is already 18.
And how old are you? 21?
Yeah, I'll be 22 in like 2 weeks.
That's crazy. Like it's just like, oh, you just have the ability to teach people. Like, you know, it's like
anyone has the ability to be a teacher
no,
at
no,
any age.
No, yeah, but that's weird. Like it's weird that you have authority over 18-year-olds.
Well, like here's
That's
the
a
thing.
weird concept.
They don't know how old I am.
Oh, right.
So like they did the math. Like, yo, you're like 21, 22, and I was like, but who says I started college right after I left high school? I could have taken a couple years off. I could have like be getting my master's degree.
Well,
you don't know.
If any of them are listening to this podcast, they know your age now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think I look 25. So.
Yeah. How old do you think you look?
Didn't they say they thought you were like 30-something?
30?
No, they didn't think I was 30-something.
Yeah, I did not think Nick
like
looked
The
30.
highest they guessed was 23.
Oh.
When I look at Austin, I don't see age. I just see like immortality, like a sentient being.
Like he's gonna look like this.
Oh yeah, like
Really?
Austin is gonna look like the same exact way until he's like 74.
And then he's just gonna like all of a sudden like a dump truck hits him. He's gonna be like done.
Yeah,
I'm okay with this fate. I've accepted it.
nice. So
That'd be a
that's
nice
do you have any like? Has anything interesting happened with student teaching? Like, has a kid like thrown a paper airplane at you, or has like a food fight started, and it turns out that they ran out of food, so they had to like start using cardboard like juice boxes?
Why are you describing the dining hall?
Hey, good burn, Austin. Sick of burn.
One of the times when I was there, like for my student teaching, that was only once a week last semester. Apparently, there was a food fight, and the principal wasn't happy about that.
I would imagine.
No, nothing really crazy's happened.
That's
Like they're all like nice kids.
Oh.
Like, they're yeah.
none of them are like commies.
No.
I mean, if anyone, Nick would be the person to dissuade that. He's a true, proud American Vietnamese
You're
soldier.
not communist at all, Nick.
Name one time where it worked.
What do you mean?
Go ahead and tell me one
I'm not a
time.
history major. You should be telling me
The answer, exactly. That's the answer. There is none.
I feel like okay. Wait. What if the commies didn't take over Russia right after like World War One?
Every episode,
Then they wouldn't have existed.
every episode, more and more Paulie is just being revealed.
So okay. My thought process was maybe if Russia wasn't in such turmoil when the commies took over, maybe they.
The whole point of communism is to like violently take over everything, siege the means of production.
Well-
I said memes intentionally, and like take over everything. And the idea is eventually there will be no government because everyone is sharing everything.
What's wrong with that?
including
No,
kidneys.
I'm not, on paper, there's nothing wrong with that. In
But
reality,
in
that
practice-
doesn't work because people are assholes.
I guess, yeah.
Name one time where a communist thing existed.
All right. Well, this one time in
no.
third grade, we were playing with Legos. Me and Russell and these two girls, and me and Russell didn't want to share the Legos, but then we split the Legos equally between boys and girls, and that brought peace.
Now, did you make the decision, or did
No,
the
that was
teacher?
Miss Cassandra who
Yeah,
made that
see,
decision.
Yeah.
an authority figure, a.k.a. the government, came in and said, you need to share. That's not communism. That's the government telling you to share.
Damn.
That's not
I got
communism.
commied out by the government. Well, all right. I guess communism might have a flaw
I
or two.
mean, look at Nick's shirt. You know he's not a communist.
Oh yeah, he's wearing a
right now.
Captain America shirt. Austin, you have to stop making visual references.
It's supposed to give the audience a nice creative.
No, it confuses the audience.
Gives them a
Because
nice
if I
colorful
say,
flavor.
okay, what if I was like, wow, Austin, you must really love sheep because of your shirt. Now the whole audience thinks you're wearing a shirt
I mean, you did,
Made of sheep.
made of sheep.
you did tell the audience that when you look at me, you see a sign of immortality, and they can't see that.
But they can envision that.
Yeah, they can envision
They can,
immortality.
just like they can envision Nick's American shirt.
Well, I could go on a whole thing of like Captain America's is like
It's got a bald eagle on it.
It does not.
it does not.
Clearly, it does.
And Nick does have an Audi belly button.
I do not. You've
Speaking of
seen
which-
my belly button.
Speaking of which, I think we gotta start selling merch. I got some ideas. So,
Please comment in our video if you'd like any of this merch or think any of these ideas are good.
yeah. So one will be the Fancy Nancy demonic T-shirt. It's
Yes.
just Fancy Nancy like as a demon, like reigning over the three of us. And then one could be, it's like a picture of Nick, and it says, "I got myself an Audi."
Please don't make that into a shirt.
think of
Please
fi-
don't put my face on that
I can
shirt.
think of 5 different people who would want that right now.
If that gets out in the public, that would not end well. I
Okay.
got an Audi.
I got it.
I know what that means.
Wow, that's funny. Is there anything else that we've done that's notable enough to be on a T-shirt?
We deleted the audio for a
Right? Yeah, it could just be like file not found. That would be a good T-shirt actually. Like just as file not
No,
found.
no.
People would buy
Anything
that.
not
You
saved
haven't
will be
mentioned the
lost.
best shirt idea, Papa John's.
No,
We'll get sued for that.
No, we erase his face with Nick's face. Clearly, there's a resemblance.
Ooh, Papa Nick's.
Papa Nick's.
Papa
Papa
Nick's.
Nick.
That'd be good. Yeah.
Yo, let's make a pizza. Oh, hang on. I want to put this out there, like my idea for a YouTube series.
You mean what we're doing right now?
Okay.
No. And we've already pitched these to you, Paulie, but you didn't seem to go for it. The idea is we dress up as like we're from the Food Network, and we have a camera crew with us, but really we're all friends. And we show up and like, hey, we're like Guy Fieri, where we come up and like, we just test out this food. Give us free food, and you'll be on Food Network. And we get them to sign a fake contract that is written in a different language, and then we just get free food. We pretend to film it, even though there's no film in the camera, and then we leave. It's literally just to get
How
a
do
free
we
dinner.
pretend to film this with no camera? Do we just like...
No, the camera's there. There's nothing
okay.
in it to record.
Listen, I like the idea, but I just think it is flawed. I think the reason it is flawed, Nick,
Excuse me, we want free food?
is because you grew up in the suburbs. Now let me expand on that.
Yeah, please do. This doesn't make
I
sense.
grew up in the city. And in the city, do you know how many times people have come up to me and said, "Hey man, do you want to be in part of my YouTube video?"
Who says we're doing this in the city? We'd be doing it where people wouldn't expect it.
No, all I'm saying is, like, everybody has, like every guy has, like, a YouTube video
We
and
don't
a series
say-
now.
We don't tell them it's a YouTube video. We tell them we're part of Food Network.
Yeah, but they're not going to believe that, Nick.
Why wouldn't they believe
give them
that?
some
Because they
cards.
think you're just some YouTube asshole who's trying to play himself up.
We get a van, we spray paint Food Network.
Now
on
we're
the
paying
side
for
of
a
it.
van. This is not worth the free food.
We get the van from one of our friends who
Oh, yeah, my friends who just have vans lying around.
I'm sure one of our
You can
friends
tell
has a van.
Paulie's really projecting here. This,
I'm
YouTube
just saying
business.
it's a bad idea. And also, and I this is something else I've been thinking about. I think Guy Fieri pays for the food. I think he likes to like support the local businesses.
All right, so he's a bad example.
I think they all do.
It's the strength of the heart, man.
What?
I think that's bad. I think this is... we don't say you give us free food. We say we will advertise your food in your restaurant on our show. And it's kind of like a wink, wink, nudge, nudge. We'll eat the food for free, and then go.
I just feel like this plan has a million flaws that you haven't thought about.
Oh, I've thought about them. I've just chosen.
I also
to
feel like there's
ignore them.
easier ways to get free food.
Such as...
Bring a
Stealing.
fly, just pop it in the food, and be like, "Yo, there was a fly in my Mediterranean salad."
And then that's when they say the fly is supposed to be in there. It's part of the seasoning.
What then? Where's your
What are you gonna do
confidence?
then?
Well, that's a good counterpoint.
Then you're screwed, and you gotta pay for dinner, and you don't got money.
And you gotta eat the fly.
And then you're gonna come begging to me when you need your Food Network show to show up so you can get the food for free. Like, this is secretly a secret Food Network show where we test to see what how you react when your food's contaminated.
This is
just got
because I started talking about like people with like YouTube channels who think they're gonna be big. This actually reminds me, over Christmas break in the city, this guy came up to me and my friend when we were in one of the parks in the city, and he says, "Oh, like, well, do you guys want to be interviewed for my YouTube video?" And we're like, "Yeah, sure," because it's always funny. And he goes, and his only question was, if you had to live homeless in a city for a year, like you couldn't have shelter, or live alone in a cabin for a year with like like all you have is like internet access, but you can't contact anybody with it. Which would you choose?
What was your answer?
I said the cabin.
I would say the cabin too. Like, how do I get food and stuff?
I don't know. I guess it's like you have to like go and forage. It wasn't really specified. Get off your goddamn phone, Austin. We're recording a podcast.
They can't see me. You're making this up, remember? It's visual.
He's on his phone. He's not attentive.
It's like with my students at school.
Are they on their phones all the time?
It's like out of habit too. Like, I don't think some of them realize they're on their phone until I say something. Too.
Yeah.
Like, it's like really bad.
Do they do the Fortnite dances?
No.
Good. Because that would be awful. All of my mom teaches like 4th grade, and all of the students do the Fortnite dances, and it is unbearable.
Are they good at it?
I don't know, because I don't play Fortnite. What was I talking about? The cabin thing?
Yeah,
what would you pick?
I'd pick cabin.
Yeah, I'd pick the cabin. I would just use it as like a year to like better myself, I feel like.
I would use it as a year to get the hell away from everyone.
Damn, Nick.
Like, and then I love you guys. Like I wouldn't be leaving you guys. Like I wouldn't be like, oh, yeah, forget Paulie and Austin. Like it'd be like the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to
audience
deal
who
with.
doesn't know, last episode when the footage was lost, Nick said some dark things, some dark demon things. He feels pain whenever he's awake. He suffers in his sleep. This man needs a hug.
I forgot that.
If you donate $1, one share, one like, bring blessing to this man's soul. Because Lord knows he knows.
We should make a Patreon where if you give $5, you get to be a guest on an episode, but really it's just so we have guests.
Well, now they know the plan.
Damn, you fool!
Now we have to censor that.
I think that I have our dream guest lists planned out.
I feel like is it like Oprah?
I want Andy Gonzalez.
I want Oprah. After Andy.
I want Michael Dwyer.
Yes.
Special episode. I want Caroline, just because of the phone call we had. And then I want to get, like Gordon Ramsay, maybe. Oprah would be good.
Yeah. Big jump
if we get Gordon Ramsay, we could pitch.
Yeah, I know it's a big jump down from Dwyer to Ramsay.
We could get him to sponsor my Food Network idea.
All right. So
he would say that's an awful idea.
We're gonna say that for after we've recorded.
That idea is cold. That's what he would say.
It's ice cream. It's supposed to be cold.
Didn't he eat those hot wings in that recent video?
He did, yeah. I think he liked them too.
Oh, that's nice.
Good for him, yeah. I feel like there was a bigger point here that got very, very
Guest
lost.
stars, patronage.
Oh, I don't know.
Our lives.
I don't know. Austin, tell us something about your life. Me and Nick have shared a lot.
Yeah.
What's going on? The new year has started, Austin. What's happened to you, Mr. Zodamoyar?
Well, I've been visited by 2 good friends, and I've found the strength inside my heart to guide myself towards the light.
Once again, Austin says something useless.
For context, he's been playing Kingdom Hearts 3 for the past 3 days straight.
Wait, I'm confused because I never played Kingdom Hearts growing up.
Neither have I.
So, Austin, can you explain to me why? I don't need to know the whole story. I know it has a very complicated, plot.
Plot quotation marks.
But can you explain to me why it's such a big deal that this game came out?
It took 13 years to make.
It actually took them 13 years to make it.
Well,
they were making it actively for all 13 of those years.
No, they made it in 6 years, but the total time span's been 13 years, and it's the next game in the chronological installment, if that makes sense.
So there were games but they just weren't canon, pretty much.
Well, no, it was the first game, then some side games, then the second game in 2006, then a bunch of side games up until now, which is finally the third game.
Were the side games good?
I mean, they've mostly been on portable consoles, like the DS, PSP.
Okay.
So they're not. I wouldn't say they're good gameplay-wise compared to the actual chronological titles, but they add to
Okay, because everyone's freaking out about this game, and I just don't understand.
See, the way I picture it is you got Star Wars Episode 7, but then you had Rogue One and the Solo movie. There was the side games.
Although
You're waiting for the big
I will say though that the magic was there for Rogue One, but by Episode 8 it was lost on me. Yeah. It's very sad. But the Dragon Ball Broly movie was so good.
We finally finished it.
You should have watched it in the theater. I'm telling you, watching it in the theater was stunningly beautiful.
The one day it was in this area, I was in class.
It was in this area for 2 weeks.
Really? I thought
it was at Plymouth Meeting. I think it might still be at Plymouth Meeting.
Oh. Well, I feel like a fool.
He feels like a fool.
There's a part when like Gogeta does like that. It's like an attack, and it's like made of like chromatic metal.
It's canon now because
There's a Starburst Breaker.
It's like called Starburst Breaker. But like the way it was animated, like it was such like a
Stardust Breaker.
like it was such a beautiful like piece of animation.
Yeah,
like it stood out so much.
Austin and I were talking in all of the games. If you're playing as Gogeta, if you're fighting Gogeta, you just give up. Because like if someone's playing as him, you don't even have to be good at the game to win with Gogeta.
Because Gogeta is OP.
He's that broken.
Even in the series, like non-canon and canon, every time he's appeared, he's kicked their ass.
Yeah.
And the only time he loses is because he's dicking around, like not beating them.
Who does he lose to?
Omega Shinron, but it's only because he's
but that's not canon.
Yeah, it's not canon.
Yeah.
We don't talk about GT.
Yeah, GT sucks.
I mean, GT's soon to be canon, thanks to Broly. But I have hope with what they're doing. They look like they're going to make some interesting plot developments with that.
Wait, are they making GT canon?
They're slowly going in that direction because Super's supposed to be in between GT and Z.
But are they going to remake GT?
They're probably going to remake.
Can we
GT.
not have the Black Star Dragon Balls?
Hopefully, hopefully they make it a lot better.
Yeah.
Like the Omega Shenron plot to GT actually wasn't that bad. Like that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want Goku to be reverted to a child again. That's stupid.
No one wants that.
Yeah. All right. What I'm excited for this weekend is, as many people know, I like to watch the esport of Super Smash Bros. Melee.
Isn't the Super Bowl this weekend?
Yeah. Well, wait. I was actually going to talk about that. So listen. So the Super Smash Bros. Melee, like the first big tournament of the year, it's called Genesis because it is like the start of the year.
Sega Genesis, yeah.
No, like Genesis, the book of the Bible.
Sega Genesis.
Where God creates Earth.
Yeah, Sega
and
Genesis.
Then Adam
he made
rips a limb out,
he made
makes a woman.
God made the Sega Genesis.
He made something.
Anyway, so it's like the first big tournament of the year, but the top 8 of it starts at 5:30. Well, it starts at 2:30 in California, but that's 5:30 here, right? Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll pretend yes.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's right. But that means that, and the kickoff of the Super Bowl is at 6:30. So that means they're going to overlap, which sucks for me because I want to watch both of them. But like, I know I'm going to have like the Melee on my phone or on my computer or something, and then have the Super Bowl on the TV.
I think it should be reversed, but that's.
I think it should too because because I'm pretty sure the Patriots are going to win. I'm just going to get upset.
Yeah.
But I think that I'm going to be with people who would prefer the Super Bowl on the big screen.
Lame.
Yeah. Although if the Patriots are winning, like if it's like a knockout after the second half, I'm going to be like, hey, why don't we
watch some
second
Super
quarter?
Smash Bros.
Why don't we get some Super Smash Brothers on the screen?
Some Melee.
Yeah. So that's what I'm excited for this weekend. What are you excited for in life, Nick?
Well, I work tomorrow.
At Starbucks?
Yeah. I'm putting in my 2 weeks at Starbucks this weekend, probably.
Why?
Because with student teaching, and then I work at the Rank Center during the week, I want to be able to get my application into the Philly School District done by the end of February.
Right.
And I got to, study for certification exams and all this other stuff I have to do. And, if I don't have a day to do things, I'm done. I'm going to be the teacher full-time by the end of February, most likely.
Oh, man.
It's
And you still don't get paid.
And I don't get paid.
That's so sad.
So, I want to have time on the weekends to not only relax but get a lot of logistical stuff done. And if I'm up at 4:30 in the morning every Saturday and Sunday,
it's not going to work out.
It's not going to work out. I'm only going to be more beat and tired for the rest of the week. I was done.
Are they going to be sad when you put your 2 weeks in?
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Wow.
They like everyone there likes me. I think.
I mean, everyone likes Nick.
You'll be missed, boy.
I'm my manager's Sunday morning sunshine. Because I've got moist soap. I'm a pretty positive.
What time does Starbucks open on Sunday?
We're open. My store's open at 6 on Sunday, but I have to be there at 5.
Is it crowded?
During peak hours, Sunday's a little weird, and Saturday can be a little weird.
Yeah.
But during the week, Monday through Friday, our peak hours were nonstop busy. It's like a war zone. It's not fun.
Yeah, Sundays are weird at the gym I work at too. Especially if there's an Eagles game, it's super busy until 2:00,
and then it's
dead.
Yeah. It was the same thing when I worked at Giant too. It's if there was a big game on, it's dead at a certain time.
Yeah.
You could predict it. It was really funny.
See, change the airs.
All right. Should we move on to questions?
Yeah.
Now here's the thing about questions.
We don't have any.
We have none. But I listen to this podcast each week called Yeah, That's Whack.
Whack.
Yeah, they discuss whether or not things are whack.
His hair, whack.
Whose
His
hair?
shirt, whack. Oh, it's a
His
vine.
life.
Do you know that thing that's like, who called us whack? You called us whack. Who called us whack? And then they go, now all the fellas in the house, put your hands up. Now all the ladies in the house, put your hands up. And then they say, now whoever called us whack, put your hands up. Now everybody else, put your hands down. And then the only person whose hands are still up is the person who called you whack.
No.
I don't think they'll follow that. I think they'll see through that ruse very
No,
quickly.
because then you're like, oh, there he is. There's the guy who called us whack. It works.
Anyway, questions.
Anyway, so they also do like a questions thing, and I'm just gonna go into the channel of like the chat where you post the questions for them, and I'm just gonna steal questions that
So
they
you're
got.
admitting you're plagiarizing.
I'm plagiarizing.
Is it really plagiarizing?
With that,
Kidnapping, stealing, plagiarizing now? Your list of crimes is
when did I steal?
The goggles?
Oh yeah. Well, I can't deny that. When did I kidnap?
Okay, damn it. I was about to say he didn't deny kidnapping. But
I
he
did. Just now.
He just said he did kidnap.
I
You hear
didn't
that?
deny kidnapping.
We all heard it.
We heard it.
You
He
can't
said
say
I
it, but
did.
We heard it.
All right. Well, you're both fools. Anyway, I'm gonna plagiarize some questions. I'm gonna try to pick ones that are like some of them are like directed towards the people who do like that podcast.
I
But
think it'd be funny if we answered them.
we could just try. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
All
Put
right.
ourselves in their shoes. Live the life.
I got some pretty big
let's
shoes.
see.
I got some big feet. Like I don't know if I'm gonna fit in their shoes.
I'd like to hear your answer to this. I know Nick's gonna give some real answer. I'm gonna be mad at him. How does Australia react to environmental/climate change issues?
Excuse me, Australia doesn't exist. We know this as truth.
Good answer. Moving on.
We'll leave it at that.
Do expiration dates on food matter if they don't smell?
Yes, because what if it's something that doesn't smell bad,
Like what?
like
Malaria.
bread?
What is malaria? Is not a food, Austin.
To some people, you don't know that.
No, it's not,
Do you
Austin.
judge people's lifestyles?
Peanut butter.
I've decided that my New Year's resolution is to I feel like when Austin says ridiculous things, people let it go
We should
because
get, like, a spray
because he has this like aura of like incredible confidence about him for no reason. Like he has no right to be as confident as he is.
Is this the immortality?
So I'm just gonna every time he says something stupid, I'm just gonna go out of my way to call him out to the point of rudeness.
But you're smiling. We can hear the smile in your voice.
I'm not smiling. I'm frowning.
Okay, he stopped smiling, but he's not frowning.
Frown
He's just
upside down. It is a smile.
It's hard to frown.
because Paulie's always smiling.
I am like always
I've
smiling.
gotten into his mind.
So what was the
Good.
question?
Do expiration dates on foods matter?
I think it depends on the food.
And then Austin
honestly.
said malaria.
I think it depends on the food.
Okay. Highs and lows of the last year for all of you. I like that. That's a good question. Yeah, I think though. Like what?
I mean,
I mean, my high was. I'll be cheesy. I started dating Abby,
Aww. And your high. Well, your high was when you got a scarf. Really.
and yes, really, that's the scarf. That's the high point.
he said it here first, folks.
Um,
And your low.
um,
Low is hard. I feel like this is a very real question.
well, of like 2018.
Yeah, I'm guessing of 28. Like I know it's a whole month away at this point, but like, you
Well, like
know.
my grandmom died back in like March of 2018.
That's rough.
Really, that's
yeah,
pretty
I think
rough.
that's also my low too. Is when
Yeah.
my grandmother passed
Yeah.
away.
And then a week ago we put my dog down, so that's a rough. But that's
Well,
really
that's
nothing.
for the next year.
Yeah, that's like this. Well, like nothing else bad happens this year. That's gonna be the low point.
Yeah. How old was your dog?
He was 15.
Damn, that's old. My dog is. I got him for my 8th birthday, and I'm now 21. So he is what?
14.
Is that how math works?
He's like
He's about 13, 14.
13. Yeah, 13. 14.
But he is now. Well, my dog's weird. I don't know if I've ever talked about him on this podcast, but like, he doesn't like affection. Like when like if you pet him, he'll take it for a while, but after a certain point, he'll just bite you. And he's like a tiny Shih Tzu, so it doesn't hurt. But it's like, oh, Rocky doesn't want to be pet anymore. And like you know how most dogs, when like they sit on a couch with you, like they sit on the couch with you, like they cuddle up on you. If I'm sitting on the couch, Rocky will come up on the couch, but he'll sit like on the other cushion, and he does this to everybody except my dad. Like he wants to be with you, but not like.
So he's a person.
Oh, Casey didn't like being on top of people either. He
No.
would sit next to you, but he wouldn't be on you.
He also thinks he's just the toughest dog in the world.
Yeah, small dogs.
They
think
all.
they're tough shit.
Honestly, I think they are. I think they're pretty tough. Oh wait, I just remembered something. The recorder battery was low. Is it actually recording all of this?
It's still going.
Okay, great. Yeah. It would have stunk if this all got lost.
For our
We've
viewers.
only been going for 35 minutes.
Yeah, well, it's been a rough day, Austin.
Yeah.
But we still got a lot more
Well,
talk
you just
about.
need to
Austin,
find the
so-
light in your heart.
So, Austin, what are your highs and lows?
I didn't think I gave my high.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't have something good, starting to date a girl. So
We started the podcast.
actually, I think one of my actual highs might be over the summer. I won a Smash Melee tournament. And I know that's a stupid high, but it was really nice because I put a lot of time and work into thinking of the game as something more than just a game sometimes. And then obviously I have moments where I just play it for fun. But I do spend a lot of time trying to play it competitively. And so it was nice to see oh, I can actually get better at a thing that I put time into, which is fun.
And we were all proud of you, too, Paulie.
Yeah, I won $28.
That's a lot of
And
money.
then I went the next week and probably lost. And I also have this problem at Smash tournaments where if I get friendly with a person, I get cocky and I'm oh, my Luigi could beat your Fox, and Luigi really sucks compared to Fox, who's the best character in the game. And I'm let's put $10 on my Luigi versus your Fox, and then I lose $10. Right? My roommate thinks I have a gambling problem, but I don't go to casinos, so I don't see how that's possible.
No, you just gamble your soul. That's
even worse.
Although I am in a draft. I'm actually in a draft for the Super Bowl and the draft for the Smash tournament happening this weekend.
So, you just don't gamble a lot of money at once. You still, gamble it.
I gamble. Okay, and this is the thing. Whenever I drink a lot, I apparently, according to I only do it with Erin. My friend Erin is the only person I do it with, but I guess I just, constantly lose way too much money.
How much money
Well,
have you lost?
she never actually holds me to it, but, one night, I made a bet that it was going to stop raining, and it didn't stop raining, and we had to walk home from not even a block. I think it was from a bar near my house. But then I bet that it would stop raining by the time we got home, and I doubled or nothing on the already $20 I made, and it was only a block, so the chances of it stopping raining was very slim. It did not stop raining. I think I owed her $40, but she doesn't hold me to it because she's a good friend. But
so you have bad luck.
yes, that's bad luck.
I usually win with those types of things.
Oh, that's great for you, Mr. Moneybags.
I don't win money, though.
Anyway, Austin, the highs and lows of your year.
The highest point was spending time with my dear friends, finding the strength of the heart, guiding our
God
ways.
damn
through
it.
life.
Austin will never give a real answer to anything.
Stop saying Kingdom Hearts related
Lowest
things.
point, probably doing push-ups because I was pretty low to the ground.
God
oh my
damn it.
goodness! I thought that was a real answer. I was like,
When's the last time you did a push-up?
Yeah, when did you do a push-up, Austin?
Probably in the summer.
I don't believe you.
Have
Do
you
a
seen
push-up
it?
right
Yeah,
now.
do a push-up.
See,
He's not doing a
No,
push-up.
he's not doing a
He's
push-up.
not
you
doing
can't
a
prove
push-up.
I'm not doing it.
He did not
They
do a
can't
push-up.
see it.
All right, moving on. Next question. Let's see what else I can gather from this. What's it like living with Miles for however long he's been there?
Oof, Miles.
Ooh,
let's
Miles. So
hear
let me tell you. Miles is this mouse we have living in our room.
it. He just comes and goes.
He doesn't pay rent. He eats our food.
I'm tracking his pattern. He always comes at 11 o'clock at night and just scurries around.
Well, I explained to you, it's the subway system. He hops out one hole. He's like, oh, I gotta get off the A track and hop on the B track to catch the 11:15. It's like he comes out of the kitchen and goes into the room with the dryer and washer because it's a separate hole that's not connected. And rather than fix the system and just make a pathway or a walkway underground to the other subway station, no. The government makes you have to get out of the station, walk across the street, and get in the other one.
Amen, brother.
Well, that was a great answer, guys. Thanks for that.
You're welcome. Thank you for asking.
Oh, so this is actually somewhat worth saying, but I got the iPhone X somehow.
Ooh.
It's very fancy, but the fanciest part about it is that I don't have to enter a passcode. It just knows what my face looks like,
Ooh,
That's creepy.
Skynet.
and then it just unlocks when it sees my face, which is really
Technology.
weird.
Isn't technology?
Okay, next question. Is mobile gaming real gaming?
No.
No, why not?
It's a time waster.
It's a time waster. So
It does require.
Wait, is that a yes or no?
Hey,
Austin?
I have a question.
Ooh,
What does it require skill?
Mobile gaming? I think it depends on the game.
But I would say most of the time it doesn't. There are some that kind of do.
Is if it's like a Farmville type of game, no. That's just like spending time. Well, I mean, that's I guess that's what a game is. So maybe yeah. Define gaming.
Just a game. I think it's such a broad word. Like I don't think we can.
Like, because ping
it
pong is a
fun?
game.
yeah, ping pong requires skill.
Pong itself is a game.
That also requires skill.
Life is a game.
Shut up.
The answers are in your heart all along.
But like,
Can we just boot Austin?
I guess it counts as a game.
What? Life?
All of the above.
Mobile gaming, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, but I think when it says real gaming, it's asking like, is it
Like hardcore, like competitive.
not even that, but like, is it like,
Is it?
like I don't know, like I guess is it more than a time waster is what it's asking.
Well, do you get enjoyment out of it?
Because like mobile games do give you fun, but only for a certain amount of time. So it
Isn't that any game?
Yeah, it is a game in that sense.
Yeah, I guess so. One thing I was thinking is like there are like YouTube videos of guys like with Clash of Clans, and they're like, here's how you get your Clash of Clans clan stronger, and those have like 40, like those have like millions of views.
40.
Those have like 4 views. No,
That's more than us.
No, but they really do have like a lot of views, and I feel like that is like actually somewhat of like a qualifier because like, well, like I guess I feel like what it means by gaming is like the people have to define whether it is or not, and I feel like the people have defined that it is.
Yeah.
So I would say it is. Not that I'm happy about it.
Oh yeah, that's not the question.
No, yeah, no. Like I think it's like awful.
It's not the question. Is do you like mobile games, or do
Yeah.
you think they're like?
Yeah.
The question is it a game?
Like the fact that it has a whole market industry should probably.
The
say
fact that we
something.
call it a mobile game.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's also like weird how like there's certain things that like are almost games but not really. Like whenever I'm on Tinder, I always feel like
It's a game.
Yeah, like it's a game of like swiping and like trying to get like a match somehow. But I don't like it's not though, but it is. It's really weird.
Well, I told you life is a game.
He's got you there.
Austin, why don't you offer something to the podcast here?
Well, you see, if you look inside, you have light and darkness. It is your choice to choose between the two. As such, you have.
We could mute Austin for this entire episode and nothing of value would have been lost.
Wow.
The crowd loves me. They're only painting you as the bad guy, and now me as the lovable.
I
goof.
don't understand. I want to have this discussion, okay? Because I know a lot of my friends listen to this podcast, and I feel like in almost every friend circle I've been in my entire life, I somehow get painted as like the villain of my friend circle, but still in the friend circle.
I mean,
And I don't mean to do this. It just happens.
I mean, who else would be the villain?
that's true. Someone
By
gotta
default,
play the
someone
role.
has to take it. And
But
I guess
why? Why is it me? What is it about me that makes me
You
the villain?
kidnapped a child.
you kidnapped a child.
you can't keep
stole
falling on
goggles.
that.
You plagiarized
plagiarizing
questions.
Wait, but I'm asking in the context of my friend groups.
All right, in the context of this friend group,
I mean, you play Fox. You play the good character, so
you beat us in Smash a lot.
Is it because I'm good? Is that it?
No.
Not at Smash, but just like, is it because I'm like I have an aura of goodness, and you're like, and everyone's like,
I'm pretty sure people don't think
No.
that.
okay.
I think you're a good guy. I don't think you're the bad guy. You
It's-
just like
it's
every
that
time
evil
someone
spirit.
Okay,
says something.
but like on this podcast,
The fact that you have to debate and question whether or not you're the bad guy makes you the bad guy, Paulie. Like, by nature, you trying to avoid it inevitably leads you to becoming...
Maybe he's the monster all along, who's embraced the darkness inside him. Frankly, that's quite accurate.
damn.
I don't know. I think what Paulie brings to the friend group is necessary.
Damn.
Those are
I'm sad now.
Those are Nick words for saying you're never gonna escape your role.
Yeah.
This is just your fate from now on.
Paulie,
You might as
accept
well
who
accept
you
it.
are, because who you are is good.
Accept
Except it's that I'm the good bad guy.
You're Wreck-It Ralph, basically.
Yeah, you're Wreck-It Ralph.
It's okay to be bad.
Don't want to be a Wreck-It Ralph.
What's wrong with Wreck-It Ralph?
You gotta see.
That wasn't my favorite movie, to be honest.
It's
it
okay
wasn't
to
awful.
be bad.
I thought it was a little like bland. I mean, I like the concept of like a bad guy becoming good. Is that what I need to do? I need to go through a Wreck-It Ralph hero's journey.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need to
How do
say-
I begin? How do I change? I'm just asking.
This is the first step. You're saying I don't want to be the bad guy
You're
anymore.
acknowledging it.
Let me join this group of people. Well, first off, you have friends. Wreck-It Ralph really didn't have friends. You just had other bad guys that went to like the equivalent of like an AA meeting.
That's basically what it was.
So how do I not be the bad guy?
All right, so the next thing I do is you got to say I don't want to be that bad guy anymore. Then you got to be like I need to like save someone and
You
get a
need to
medal.
prove yourself that you're a good guy.
Yeah.
And then once you've realized that this is all failing, realize it's okay to be a bad guy. You didn't need to do all that.
Oh man, I feel like that's the actual reality of what's gonna. I feel like if I actually go on this journey, like I feel like it ends with me discovering
There you
I'm
go.
I'm still
You know your prize.
a bad
You've already
guy.
seen the end.
Damn rough.
It's okay, Paulie. We still love you.
All right, should I just find another question?
Yeah.
Your no, that one's not good. I can't find anything. If a car is falling out of the sky like from a helicopter, does the this is just my own question, but does the thing that counts how many miles the car driven, does that keep going up?
No.
Why not?
The wheels have to be moving.
What if there's like a anvil on the engine, like it's like the car, like the wheel? Yeah.
This isn't a cartoon.
Is the car on?
I don't know. Yes.
This isn't a cartoon.
No.
Doesn't answer the question, Austin.
That doesn't measure how fast the car is going. It measures like
How fast the wheels are turning?
it measures how fast the car is going if like it's actually moving by the mechanisms it's supposed to be moving by.
Oh, okay. So
And there's other ways it can move too. I don't know. I'm not a mechanic. I'm just saying it falling from the sky isn't going to make that. The dial will probably move because it's falling from the sky, but not in correlation to how fast it's going.
right. Yeah.
Science.
It'll just be moving because the car is falling from the sky, probably.
Yeah.
Unless it's like an electronic car that like it's just an electronic dashboard and it just has the numbers, and it's not a needle. Those
Right,
cars,
yeah.
those are weird.
Until we get flying cars.
Okay. Have you ever actually tried to apply a New Year's resolution for the whole year?
I don't even reply a resolution for like a week. I don't ever even did Lent.
I don't remember my resolution this year, so.
I don't really think I had one. I think I'm just like constantly like, oh, I'm not good enough. So it's like,
Oh, I think you're good enough.
oh, thanks, Nick.
He's
I
the bad
appreciate
guy.
that.
Well, Austin's perfect, so like he doesn't need a
Yeah.
resolution.
This is true.
Yeah. Well, let's be honest. The rest of the questions kind of stunk. So unless we have anything else we need to discuss. Oh, I got something. Nick? What are you gonna do for Valentine's Day? And if it's a secret and you don't want Abby to find out, then here are your options: A, don't answer the question, and B, Abby, if you're listening, turn this goddamn podcast off.
So that was unnecessary because I don't have a plan.
Oh,
That's the
great.
For
secret.
now.
Oh, well, my birthday is 3 days after Valentine's Day, so I just told Abby we can just combine one day and do something like. Say it's Valentine's Day, then 3 days later it's my birthday. Like it's too much. It's too much.
Too much love.
Too much.
Too much love.
Well, like and then Abby asked me, "Well, what do you want to do for your birthday?" And I said, "Well, I don't know."
Will you go out with the boys?
On my birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
What day of the week is your birthday?
It's a Sunday. It's the 17th.
Damn, that's a rough day to go out. Well, we could go to like a restaurant, get some food, chill with the bros.
Applebee's.
That'd be nice.
TGI
Yeah.
Fridays.
Why are you recommending the worst
Nick
restaurant?
always goes to
Why are you
Applebee's.
recommending the worst? It's because I'm poor.
Yeah, you always go to
Applebee's?
I've been there a few times, yeah.
You could just microwave your own food at home instead of having them do it for you.
Well, they have unlimited microwavable food. My house doesn't.
True. We should go to Olive Garden and just eat salad and breadsticks.
So I don't want to cry on my birthday.
Why would you cry?
Because Olive Garden, their soda, the one time I went to Olive Garden the past 5 years, was watered down and didn't have ice in it.
Did you say something?
Yes, and they said, like they didn't like do anything
but
about
aren't the
it.
salad and breadsticks great?
It's okay.
But like I'm sacrificing salad and breadsticks. Like, all right, yeah, cool. But like the rest of the food is shitty. The
Yeah, I agree
drinks
with
are
that. None of
shitty.
their menu
The
items are
wait
really
staff
good.
hates themselves so
True.
much because they know what they're doing is shit.
Yeah. Well, where do you want to go for your birthday then?
I
with the
gotta
boys?
think about it.
You could go to McDonald's
if
and get 100 McNuggets.
Where
know-
do you guys want to go?
we could always try to find a Friendlies if those are still.
I know where there's a Friendlies. It's
Oh,
on
we went to
611.
this place called Sweet Taco the other day.
Oh my god,
It
it's
was
awesome.
so good. It's like a taco place, but then they also sell donuts. And I was like, I was skeptical because I was like, you know what, I could go for tacos, but I drove, so Nick's girlfriend kindly offered to buy me a donut, and I was like, whatever, sweets and taco, what kind of combination is that?
It's good.
But then I ate the donut after eating the taco, and oh my god, what an amazing idea! And it was a good donut.
They're like custom made donuts.
Yeah, they're
It's not
they're like
stuff you'd see on Food
fancy.
Network.
Oh yeah. Like I could see Guy Fieri going to this place and being like, "There's nothing I love more than a good taco and something to wash it down." As he
holds up like a
he holds up
chocolate
like an M&M donut. Yeah,
They had like churro donuts, chocolate churro donuts.
yeah, it was sick. It was honestly so
all
good.
the
German
hot
chocolate
sauces.
cake.
And it's right next to a Cold Stone. I haven't been to a Cold Stone in forever. When it gets warmer, I gotta hit up Cold Stone.
I prefer Dairy Queen.
Ah, you're a fool.
I'm a fool for not spending an extra $5
Paulie's been
for
throwing
a
that
handful
word
of
around.
ice
No,
cream.
but Cold Stone ice cream is so magically whipped. It's like,
Or you could get a Blizzard at Dairy Queen for
yeah, but
cheap.
all a Blizzard is just like, oh look, it's upside down. Now it's right side up.
I think
Now
this
it's
is, I
upside
think
down.
this is why people say Paulie's the
Yeah,
bad
Paulie,
guy.
this is why you're the bad guy.
What am I doing?
You're attacking my love for Dairy Queen.
I'm having a debate, a friendly debate, a conversation about old
I just said
times,
I like Dairy Queen.
About ice cream.
about ice cream. One of us is right.
Can we agree that Baskin Robbins is the worst, though?
Yeah, Baskin
Okay.
Robbins is.
Let's agree on that.
I think they just buy the ice cream from ShopRite
They really do.
and then just gonna dump it in. Yeah,
But yeah, so for my birthday, I don't really care what we do.
just not Baskin Robbins.
Just not Baskin Robbins.
Not Baskin
Or not Olive Garden.
Yeah, not Baskin Robbins. Not.
Because I might see if like some of my friends from home might want to come off too, and like we can all.
I'll come to your apartment with like a $20 gift card to Olive Garden and a $20 gift
Now
card to
you have to
Baskin
go.
Robbins.
I mean, if I'm not paying, then I don't care where we go. Like then it doesn't matter.
But then you go to use them and they're like, "Sir, these are expired," and there's no money on them.
There was never money on these. The guy actually came in and took an empty gift card and
He
left.
literally made these cards himself. He signed it himself.
This is actually just made a cardboard.
Sir, the fact that you didn't catch this and you're at college level is really concerning for us. We can't serve you.
All right. Well, Nick, don't you have to be up at 5:45?
I have to be up at 4:30.
Well, we should probably call it quits then because it is pretty late. So let's all sign off. Austin, you can go first.
All right. Just remember to follow your heart and may the keys guide your way. This is Austin.
Just remember to ignore everything Austin says. This is Nick.
Austin is useless. This is Paulie.
I'm the best.
Yeah, he's right.
For the first episode. 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 For the first